And then it'll be you and him.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Disappointing loss, you would think holding a team to 56 points, you'd have a chance to win, but coming in, our staff, our big fear was how we were gonna generate enough points to win the game. We put in some different sets and we had some success, but, when you shoot 20% from the floor for the game, I don't care who you play, you're probably not gonna win. But I will say I am incredibly proud of this group. I thought they competed to the very end. We could have thrown in the towel, but they continued to battle. In the timeouts, we talked about how we just wanted to, just make a statement to the league that we weren't just going to roll over, we weren't going to give up. We are always going to be the team that plays incredibly hard, that defends. We will get better offensively, which thank goodness. But it's been a great first year. I absolutely love these kids.
Coach, just to start off, you're talking a lot about the offense, and throughout the season, you've talked about how one of the big keys for this team has been defense, but the offense has obviously improved throughout the year. So just looking back on this first year with your team, how do you feel like that offense has grown this year?
It definitely had. Since the first exhibition game to now, I think people got comfortable in their roles, and our staff did a really nice job of defining them, but we also worked really hard in skill development and got our players better. Tonight was a tough shooting night for just about everyone that checked in for us, and as a coach, that's always a possibility, but I felt like we had some decent looks. We forced a couple shots late in the game where we just were trying to push the tempo a little bit, but I told our players that this can't happen. Hopefully they're going to use this as great motivation going into the postseason of, hey, 36 points, getting beat in the conference tournament, but for us to get to where we need to be in the league, we really have to do a great job this offseason getting stronger and getting better.
And I think there's something really important you've touched on before this season, that you guys have really high hopes for the next few years. So just, you've obviously cemented yourself with this women's team and Redbird women's basketball as a step in the right direction for this team. So what are you most looking forward to next season and moving forward to develop with this team here?
Yeah, I hope we can use this as kind of a springboard, because 14 and 16, I'm not happy with that. I mean, I'm very competitive. We want to be at 20 wins next year. Our kids just said that. We want to improve. I think you'll see we'll have much more depth next year. We'll have a lot of different weapons. Our outside shooting will be a lot better. But, when I got the job, it could have went one of two ways. Our team could have just not bought in, and there could have been some animosity. But I got to give Hannah Green a lot of credit. She was the leader of this team. She bought in quickly, got everyone on board, and it was just special. It just stinks because we don't get to practice tomorrow, and there's such a finality. I think it's until you go through it, it's you put everything you have for 10 months into these kids, and then in a blink of an eye, it's over. And this group will never be back together, and it's tough, but it's the best part of sports, it's the worst part, but I told these kids I wouldn't have traded this group in for any team. And yes, we had our limitations, but they were just great kids.
Anything else?
Questions?
Coach, thank you very
No
much.
problem, thank you.
Thanks for coming on down.
No problem.